Hi everybody, we're out today. It's a pretty day and we are at Settles Ford Conservation Area. This is an area, a gentleman used to live here and the land has been turned into a conservation area. I'm going to get into a little more about the information about this a little later, but we're going to go up here and check this out. His house used to be up here and we're just going to take a little walk. Okay, everybody, so the story behind this place is this used to all be junkyard for wherever there wasn't trees. This was filled with junk automobiles. And back in the 80s, the man was like 76 years old. And the house that sat here was a log cabin, the original log cabin, and the only surviving home from the Civil War, because we are in what is called the Burnt District. And you can look back at my videos. I might link one of them to this so that you know what the Burnt District is all about. They burned everything that wasn't within a mile of Butler, Missouri, correct? I think is what it was. But they burned everything. You couldn't live at your home. You had to be within so much from Butler, so, or from Harrisonville. You had to be close to the city. You couldn't live, your farms, everything got destroyed. That was to keep the opposing people from taking and using your land or your homes. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a walk out here to where the log cabin used to stand. It's not there anymore, obviously. So we're just going to take a little walk. So this house that was up here was used as a Union outpost, and that is why it was the only house in this area that survived being burnt. Look at the size of that tree. Well, there's tire tracks here, but not really a path to it, but you can see the front steps. I think those are the front steps. Oh, is it a wood post? I guess we're gonna watch that. Ooh, briars. yucca plants. They're so pretty when they're in bloom. And I'm going to have to go this way. There's my keys. Okay. Talk about brambles. Okay. Just gonna make our way through. Out of breath. There's some baby yuccas. Here is some metal, some stone. Step on this carefully. A big. Check this out, guys. Look at the hole. Let me get over where you guys can see that. And that rock. You can see the drill marks where they were like hand drilling that. I've kind of got myself in a This is a well, or used to be a cellar. And you come around this way. Old metal. Check this out, guys. Let me step back so you can get a better view of what this looks like from back here. There's that hole. And there's that hole here. And we have this pile. These are all rocks that were probably part of the cabin. Can you imagine? Okay, so where we're standing right now is in front of where the house, the log cabin would have stood. This flat area here is where the cabin would have been. And that flat rock that you saw me stand in front of earlier would have been the wash house. And then what we were standing in front of, where the holes were, that was actually a well. And when you turn things over to conservation, you have to make sure that there are no open wells. Well, it's kind of caved in, so there's a couple small openings. over here behind these trees is another well which they used. That was their main well. But there is rocks over here where they had put in a concrete like slab and stuff that still has, I believe it's supposed to be DR, and I'm not sure what the date is supposed to say. And this is such a pretty sight up here when you stop and you look around. And it is literally on top of a hill. So, for what they used it for. So anyways, Dean, his wife passed away first, and then he became ill. So there's a lot of history here. And we're going to take a little walk back out, find our way back. And look at this rock here. It's sticking up out of the way. And I'm going to kind of give you guys another look. Can you imagine just looking out your windows, having a log cabin sitting there? How pretty that would have been. And there's signs of the cabin being here. We have a piece of pottery. Look at that. Bone china. Oops, I didn't have it in front of the plate, or the front of the thing. That was somebody's piece of pottery. Just sitting here. Here's some more plate. Look. And it's just poked up out of the ground here. And there's another piece. Oh, this is a bigger piece. It would have been a plate, or it's probably a plate. It's pretty big size. Plate or a saucer. Just kind of sitting there, poked up out of the ground. Just a memory of what was once here. When you go to these sites, you never know for sure what you're going to find. You just kind of want to look down, see what's there. And when they bulldoze these homes down, you know, you never know what's tucked away. So, pretty cool. So we got deer. More yucca. Okay, everybody. Okay, guys, I hope you can see this pretty good against the sun. I cannot see my screen hardly at all. This is... I'm out of breath. This is where the barn stood. And if you could see, like, the rubble where the wall used to be. And, I'll get a little closer. Look, right here lays an old part of a hinge that would have been on a door of the barn. And here's and what they did was just burned it. Here is where the actual door of the barn was. I do have somebody with me that knows the history of the place, so they are filling me in, and then as I go, I'm getting to film it. Look at this little piece of metal with its little, you see the marks on that? That is pretty neat. And over here, pointed this out to me. Do you see that right there? Do you guys know what that is? And there's more of it right there. And there's another one underneath the brush. This is a grinding wheel. Well, part of it. Whether it was whole when they burnt the barn, I'm not sure. But this would have been like one room of the barn. Say they would have come through, like this is probably the doorway into that area. You could tell this was the path down through here, and there's a wall here. And I'm gonna walk on this concrete here. Let's take a walk over here. See this edge? It's like a piece of a part of a vehicle or something. You see the outside edge of the barn. There's actually like, let's see if I can get it in frame. Look against see if I can against those trees right there at the bottom. And that's something. Let's come around here and go back out towards the back of the barn a little more. It's just amazing when you think about it. This was like several hundred acres, a few hundred acres. And look, here's like some bearings, some big, huge bolts and things just left from the barn. There's like, I don't know if you see that right there. Has a letter R on it. Let's take a walk over there. Check that out. I'm tired, guys. And I'm not out here alone, so I'm safe. There's a box. An old tin can. Oh, I'm hung up on a tree branch. Look at this. Don't have a bottom in it no more. Oh, I wasn't showing you the tin can. Don't have a bottom in it no more. Look at all these old bricks. That's a timer. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's an old 5-gallon bucket. Let's go check this out. What do we got over here? Letter R. Ugh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Check out this piece of glass. It might be plastic, but we'll still check it out. Glass. Cool. There's just all kinds of treasures just laying here for people to look and see what used to be here many years ago. Look at that. That was probably steel wool. Cement blocks. Okay, I'm gonna make my, look at this. An old hook and chain on it. That is old. Okay, I'm gonna make my way back out of here. Lots of treasures to find, guys. That old tree just growing here probably wasn't a sapling many years ago. So anyways, I'll make my way. I think we'll stick with the way I came in. What do you think? I will see you guys in a little bit because I got more to look at. Okay, everybody, I'm going to leave this off here. It was pretty nice coming out here. Had a chance to come out and see this. I'd forgotten all about this place and about the history of this place. So I hope everybody enjoyed this little venture with me and the history on it. And I will put a little better shot of the paper that I've got of this place so you can see it a little better at the end, so you can read that. And thank you for walking with me. Everybody have a wonderful day and take care, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys. Dean and Eula were both married when they were up there quite a bit in age. Dean grew up and lived on the farm all of his life. He was born to Rosa and Thomas, and Dean had 2 older sisters and 1 younger brother who was born but did not make it. They are both buried here in the cemetery along with their parents. Also that lived on this property was Dean's uncle, and in the later video you will see the site of that 2-story house. The cabin was spared during the Civil War because of its location on top of the hill as a lookout to keep an eye out for the Union soldiers. It is really sad that that type of our history is gone from being able to be seen today. And please watch for my next video. You don't want to miss what I found with assistance from the friend that was with me. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.